Chapter 8.3 Alternative Work Arrangements. In this section, we discuss 3 approaches toward motivating a diverse workforce. In particular, we have flex time, job sharing, and telecommuting. Flex time or flexible work time allows employees to work their allotted number of hours per pay period, which is generally 40 hours a week, at variable times within limits. For example, you may come in and work 9 to 5 on Monday and 11 to 7 on Tuesday. You're still meeting your 8-hour requirement for the day and your 40-hour requirement for the week. You're just not working during traditional business times. Some pros are that it reduces absenteeism, increases productivity because you're there during the hours that suit you best, and reduced overtime expenses, as well as it eliminates tardiness. Some of the cons are that it's not applicable to every job. If you are a receptionist, you would typically need to be there during the hours of operation. And it's not attractive to those who want to keep their lives separate from work and private. Having defined work hours typically is best for people who don't want to intermingle the two. The next we'll talk about is job sharing. Job sharing allows 2 employees to split a full-time position. For example, I would work the first half of the day, and then my coworker would come in and work the second half of the day on the same job. Some pros are that it's less expensive because you're not paying 2 full-time employees. You get the talent of 2 people to do the job of 1. It allows employees to remain active outside of the office. If you're only working half of the day, you can go on and volunteer or do whatever else you may need to do. Some of the cons are that it's difficult to find compatible partners, people who can complement each other and match skills and personality. And it may be difficult to get a promotion because it's hard to show just your work to your boss. Everything that you work on would typically be a collaborative effort. For more on job sharing, I put a little quick video down below. The third is telecommuting, and telecommuting refers to working outside of the workplace at least 2 days a week from a computer that you can access your necessary information to do the job outside of the office. Some of the pros of telecommuting are that it increases the labor pool. If you don't need a body in a chair, you can hire anyone, anywhere to do the job. Reduce carbon emissions. If people aren't commuting to work each day, the pollution factor goes down. There are fewer traffic jams and road repairs. Increased job satisfaction. You gain some autonomy and trust. When you're working from home, your supervisor is not constantly there to look over your shoulder. And it saves in office expenses. If you're not there, you're not using the electricity, the office supplies, etc. Some cons for telecommuting are that it can undermine corporate culture. A lot of corporate culture revolves around collaborative efforts, and if you're not there, it's hard to collaborate. And it may be difficult to gain a promotion, again, because you're not there. It's hard to always see what you're doing. And it may also reduce your job satisfaction because you may become or feel as if you're being isolated from the rest of your work crew. Lastly, we have a check on learning. Why is gaining a promotion potentially more difficult in the job sharing approach? In what way is job satisfaction both a pro and a con with regard to telecommuting? And which approach allows you to work your allotted hours at variable times?